Silver, can you come to the library? Asked Twilight. Yeah, I will be there in a moment. When he walked in, so, what is it you need help with? Twilight asked Silver. If you can help me to organize some of the books here, and she pointing at a small pile of books on the floor. Isn't it those books that you got this morning from Celestia? Yeah, that's right. Normally I would have asked Spike to help me, but he is actually at Rarity's boutique at the moment, helping her. So I thought maybe you could help me. No problem, I can do that. Right, thanks. I will take this, and you can take that other half. So, alright, what do you want them to be placed? By that one over there, near the big window. Thanks, I can take that. Silver had been living with Twilight and Spike at the castle for the past 3 years. About 3 years ago, he suddenly just appeared at middle of nowhere because he was fighting with his old friends against an enemy by the name Dr. Eggman. And when he woke up, he was not at Eggman's base anymore, because he remembers that Eggman used a machine that was powered by those Chaos Emeralds. At first he thought that he had just been transported just some distance away from the base. But after figured out, or at least found out, that was not the case. In fact, that he somehow had been transported to a whole different universe or something, to a world with talking ponies. It took him quite a while to even to get used to living in a world like this. In fact, Spike was one of the first individuals that found him and took him back to the castle. Twilight talked to him almost the whole afternoon to get to know him better, to also to try to figure out where he was from. When he had asked Twilight if it was possible for her to find a way to send him back to his world, she promised to at least try to figure out a way if it was possible. But she couldn't promise if she could, but she would try to find a way if she could. But after about a couple of weeks of trying, she later informed Silver that she couldn't send him back, which was a big disappointment for him. But she offered him a place in her castle as a living place, which he accepted. At first, he had a very difficult time to get used to living in a whole new world, a whole new dimension of a world where magic is one big thing. But he quickly got used to living there eventually after about a month or two. But he eventually became very good friends with some of Twilight's other friends. And now it has been 3 years since that had happened. And now he's just living every day as normal. But it happens from time to time that he do in fact miss his old life back home. So, that was the last of the books. Is there something else you need help with? Asked Silver. Oh, no, that was pretty much all I need help with. So, do you have any plans for the rest of the afternoon? Asked Twilight. No, actually I don't. Oh, how about we, go somewhere, grab something to eat after all this? About lunchtime by now? That sounds a good idea. So they went to a small diner in town and just grabbed something to eat. So, I know that I have asked this before, said Twilight, but how have you been doing so far? I know I've been asking this same question for the past 3 years. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I first appeared here, I didn't know what to do. When you told me there was no way for me to go back, I was quite, disappointed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, knowing that I wasn't unable to go back to my own life, my old friends, I didn't know how to react to that. I thought maybe had almost the idea to just simply leave. Well, go somewhere and live rest of my life insulated from others, without contact with any pony. I know what you mean. I mean, I would have felt the same thing if I ended up in a world where no magic was even existed and no way for me to go back. Yeah, that's much it. After they had left the small diner, Twilight went back to the castle while Silver just walked around in town. Since it was there around lunchtime, and it was a nice day, so he thought, why not just to take a small break and just walk around, just enjoying the day. On his walk though, he encountered some of his old friends there, like greeting them, small talk, but during this time, he still wished that he could just go back home. But he had actually has established many new friendships in this universe, and and especially in this town. Even though some of his new friends do in fact reminds him some of his old friends. But when he went back to castle, he finds that Twilight is in the library just reading some daring do book, and he walks up to her. So, Twilight, is there something else you need help with? I can perhaps do something for you? Are you that restless? Yeah, it's something like that. I mean, I really need to do something to keep myself occupied. Um, I don't think so. I mean, we're taking care of the cleaning, some documents, and organizing books. I don't think there is anything else. Are you sure? Yeah, I think so. Why? I just I feel bored and restless. How about you just take a book or read with me? I mean, unless you want to. Yeah, I can probably do that. I mean, I I actually enjoy those daring do books after you introduced them to me. Yeah, they're good, especially knowing that daring do is an actual real pony. Yeah, you were surprised at myself, but yeah, pretty much it is. Super sat down next to Twilight and started reading one of those daring do books that she had with her. And after a while, they would just get a bit bored, and later that day, around dinner time, after that Starlight had returned home, she was just talking to Twilight about some things at the school and all that. But later, after Starlight had went to her own room, Silver joined Spike and Twilight in the library when he overheard that it was soon Starlight's birthday. Wait, is it Starlight's birthday soon? Yeah, it actually is. About within, what was it, a week from now? Yeah, said Spike. And, are you two planning for something for her birthday? Uh, not, not that I thought of. What about you, Spike? I, I mean, no. I have been too busy with helping you, Rarity, and other chores, so I haven't really thought about it. How about we organize a surprise birthday party for Starlight? That sounds like a good idea, Silver said Twilight with a smile. But are you sure we can pull it off? I'm pretty sure. We can always ask the others to help us. I think he has a good idea and thought about that, said Spike. If we ask the others, they probably can help us to make it easier. And how about this? What if we pretend that we don't, that we had on her birthday, it is just a normal day, and that we ask her to come over to, well, where the party is supposed to be? Yeah, that might be tricky, but what about the other ponies in town? I think if we could tell them to also pretend as if it's just a normal day, that might be a little bit difficult, but it's a worth a try. But where to hold the party though? Hmm. Well, there is two places I think that would be work. Said Silver. Where do you had in mind? Well, here is one obvious places, obviously. And the second, Sweet Apple Acres. It's a big place, and if we invite all our friends, our close friends, and maybe her dad from her home, yeah, that can actually work. Um, I can talk to Applejack tomorrow about it, said Silver. Great. So by the next day, around lunchtime, Silver flew all the way to Sweet Apple Acres. Hey, Silver, what's bringing you here, Sugar Cube? Asked Applejack while she was working. Oh, hey, Applejack. I came here to just to ask you for something. Oh, what is it? Well, and then he explained the idea. Well, Sugar Cube, I'm all for it. Really? Yeah, I mean, I think my family wouldn't mind if we celebrate Starlight's birthday here. And it is about a week from now, right? Yeah, it is. Great. It will give us enough time. I think I can, me and Grant Smith, and maybe with help of Apple Bloom, can prepare for some of the food and the cake for her from here. So that's well taken care of. And entertainment. I think that we can let that to Pinky. After all, she is a party planet after all. Good point. But make sure to tell your family not to mention this and on her birthday to act as if it's just a normal day. You got it. So Silver flew back to town and went to Sugar Cube Corner to talk to Pinky. She agreed to the plan for this party, also to pretend as it's a normal day as well. And he would spend most of the entire afternoon by flying back and forwards in town, all the way to Sweet Apple Acres, Sugar Corner, to Rainbow's home, all the way to Flutshire's cottage, and some other places. And by the end of the late afternoon, when he went back to castle, so how did your day go, being so far? Silver asked Twilight when he returned. Oh, it was a lot of work, but I had just talked to all our friends, and they all agreed. And I even spent the most of the afternoon to talk to many of the Pony's town's residents, and they all agreed to keep it as a secret. Really? You managed to pull it off? I managed to at least talk to, I have to say, perhaps 98% of the population. How? By yourself? Yeah, you have no idea how hard that was, but I'm proud I managed to pull it off. But that means only 2% are left, though. Yeah, but I might be able to pull it off. And I also received a letter from Starlight's father back from her hometown, and Sunburst. They are coming over, and they all agreed to pretend as like a normal day. Great! And I also talked to Rarity. Oh, um, she wanted to do something special for Starlight. But you mean? Well, I think she's going to make a necklace or something for her. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, she usually finds a lot of good gemstones in the mines, so I don't think that's a problem. So yeah, that's. I think that's much it of that, says Silver. Now we all had to wait until the party itself. Yeah. So the rest of the week, things actually went as normal. All the planning for the upcoming birthday party for Starlight Glimmer went normal. Silver did in fact go to the Sugar Cube Corner from time to time throughout the week to look up for Pinky's party planning. He just wanted to see what she had in mind for games and maybe what type of things. He had already told her that the cake had already been taken care of for Sweet Apple Lake family, which he had no problem with. And for most of that, they don't have to transport part of the cake all the way from Ponyville to Sweet Apple Acres if something would have happened. And he did went to Sweet Apple Acres to talk to Applejack and Granny Smith about the cake. They had even at the time at first not decided on which type of cake they wanted to use, or at least the decorations, all that. But after all three of them agreed on what type of cake they want to use, a whipped cream with apple slices on it. Then the birthday day came. That morning, when Silver woke up, he went downstairs in the kitchen, finding Starlight eating breakfast already. Ah, good morning, Starlight. Good morning, Silver. So, what's up today? Not much, I think. You know, helping around the castle, maybe doing some chores, but that's much it. You don't have any work to the castle today? The school? No, the school is closed for today. So, where's Twilight? Oh, she's not here yet? No, I think she already left though with Spike. That makes sense. Alright. Wait, I thought they actually told me they were up for doing some chores most of in the morning, so that's might the reason they are not here. So do you know what's in any particular today? Today, let's see. Well, the school is closed. It's not a big holiday. Well, it's a Monday, so no, but actually, it's a Saturday, so no, I don't think so. Oh, really? Yeah, not that I can think of at least. By the way, I had to go soon. I had some chores to do. Okay. See you later then. Yeah. And later in that afternoon, when Silver went to Sweet Apple Acres to find the others are already there, planning for the party. Oh, you're here? Yeah. Is everything finally prepared? Yeah, it is, said Twilight. Starlight didn't try to ask you for questions. Well, she did ask me if this day was any particular special. Yeah. Had you kept an eye on her? Just in case if that police in town remember the promise? Of course. That was a fact that he did. After he left the castle, he did went to Sweet Apple Acres at first just to see the everything for the party. And he then flew back in town and kept an eye on her by spying kind of way from by hiding corners or hiding in clouds so that she wouldn't see him. Ponies in town pretended as if it was a normal day. He could somehow see that she was a little bit disappointed and a little bit sad that it seems that no one did even remember her birthday. But when she returned to castle, she found a note on the door for her. It said, Starlight Glimmer, we had something to tell you. Can you come to Sweet Apple Acres? Signed, Silver. She looked a bit curious, and he saw that from a distance. So she walked all the way to Sweet Apple Acres, and he flew there fastest before her. So he had informed them that she is coming over, and when she arrived, she was actually a bit surprised to see that the whole farm almost complete desert, like empty, though, except for some of the animals making sounds, but other than that, nothing. She walked in the barn, and it was dark at first, and then, surprise! Every pony yelled out. She almost jumped. What's this? She asked. It's your birthday. You all remember my birthday? Well, yeah, said Apple Bloom with a big smile. We just pretended nothing like your birthday, said Sweet Apple Bloom. Sweet Belle and Apple Bloom at the same time. Why? The Starlight asked. We just wanted to make it to be a special birthday for you," said Silver. "Please, come in. We all have things prepared for you. Cake, and we have a special surprise for you." "Oh?" Then she saw her dad. "Dad? Starburst? Are you also here?" "Of course, my dear sweet daughter. We're always here for you." "That's right," says Sunburst with a big smile. "Happy birthday." And she started crying for this, because this was a thing that she didn't even expect that her own friends and family would have organized. And most of all, she hadn't seen her dad since her last returned back home in a while. Even though that she do in fact talk to him by letters from time to time, but she was just happy. And throughout the party, she was just happy to have it to celebrate with her family and friends. And she enjoyed the necklace that Rarity had made for her. She just loved it. But most of all, Starlight could not have been so happy to have this party with her friends. She enjoyed it so much. And during the party, Starlight asked Twilight who was the one who came up with this idea as a surprise party. Twilight said, like with a smile, "Oh, that was actually the Silver's idea." "Wait, really? He did that for me?" "Well, yeah, of course I did. I mean, you have been so kind to me, and I thought I wanted to return the kindness, even after all these 3 years. And since Twilight said it was your birthday soon, so I thought, like, why not to do it, make it something special for you for once? Like not your average birthday." "Yeah, and seeing all of you going to at this great length to just keeping it a secret. Yeah, and not only that, you managed to telling every pony back in Ponyville to keep it a secret, pretending it's like a normal day. That is a very bold move to even manage to pull that off. All of you must have been doing it for yourselves. Actually, Starlight, we didn't do that." "What?" "Silver did that by himself." "Wait, wait, for real?" Yeah," said Silver, and scratching his own head a bit, and a big smile. "Wait, so you told every pony in town by yourself to keep it as to tell them to keep this a secret and pretending it was a normal day?" "Yeah, kind of, actually. I don't know how you pulled it off, but, well, thank you, Silver. And you are, I had to admit, you're really a true friend. You managed to pull that out off and even came up with this idea with the help of the others, but you are an absolute true friend." "Thanks. And yeah, and you are also my true friend after all what you did to me." "What do you mean?" "I mean, you were one of the opponents that actually taught me how things worked in Equestria, and you were like assigned me to as like a guide. I mean, you were not from Ponyville from the start yourself, and well, you told me that Twilight help you to get used to living here, and you did the same thing for me." "That's true. I mean, I remember how it was like for me living here, and how Twilight and her friends was there for me to help me to get used to and how to embrace a friendship. And it's thanks to them I had so many friends here. And that is my gratitude to you. And this is my thanks for all this time. And I just also wanted to make this not only to celebrate your birthday, but also to show how I appreciate your help, your guidance, how to make me to appreciate a life here. Since we kind of like resembles that." "That's true. Yeah, but let us enjoy the rest of the party, though, right?" "Yeah, And this is how Starlight Glimmer and Silver the Hedgehog became true friends. The end.